What did change?
Well, for one thing, I completely believe that God has healed me of the bipolar disorder.
Is that right? Okay, that's really interesting because you're down to one medication.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that removing the addictions healed it? No, you're saying
no,
God.
I believe that God has healed me, that it's his perfect divine will for me to walk in health. And that doesn't just mean my physical body, that means my mental health as well.
Why now?
Why now? Because now I'm willing to understand that truth and to accept that truth.
So you're in a different place.
I'm in a different place. I was willing to humble myself and listen to the people that were speaking into my life, saying, go to this meeting, go to that meeting, and pick up the tools that they're offering you. I picked up those tools, I used them, and God blessed that effort. And I don't remember the last time I flew off into a rage. My relationship with my children has changed. My relationship with my husband has changed. I can be around people who are drinking, who are taking drugs, and it doesn't shake my sobriety like it did the first time around.
Wow.
I'm also very bold. Of course, I've been bold always about recovery, but I'm even bolder now because now I understand, for me, it was really, I was pulled up from the depths of hell.
So you don't believe you will have the ups and downs of bipolar disorder anymore?
I don't. I believe that God's plan is to eventually take that last drug away from me and I will be drug-free. While we were running the Celebrate Recovery Ministry in Lockhart, I was drug-free during that time. I had no physical problems at that time either.
What is the drug you take now?
Right now I'm still on lithium.
Oh, okay. Tish, do you worry about your kids' mental health? I mean, you did allude to that.
I used to worry about it, but I don't worry about it anymore because, like I said, I believe that it's God's perfect will for us to walk in perfect health. There is no reason for them to walk through what I have walked through or what my family has walked through, as long as they keep their eyes fixed on the Lord. I really believe that. Now, that is not to say that they're not going to have their own issues. They're going to have their own journey that they have to walk, and it's my job to prepare them as best I can for life as an adult in this world and to share with them the tools that I have been given, and I do that actively.
Tish, you talked about with your parents that they did the best that they could at the time, but you were obviously affected. So how do you feel when you think about how your children have, in fact, been affected by your illness, by the addictions? I mean, you were in hospitals. You weren't always there. They had to go live with your parents, you know. So how do you feel when you think about that?
Well, one thing, I feel extremely grateful to God that my parents were there to take my girls, because my girls had a wonderful time that 4 months. It was a little difficult being away from Mommy, but my parents gave them the world that 4 months and made a solid foundation for a good relationship with them. And even to this day, my girls are very secure with their relationship with my mother. And I believe that that's because of that time that they had. You know, we were separated by hundreds of miles at that time, and I didn't think that my kids were going to grow up with that unconditional love of a grandparent. And yet God gave them that, and that's one of the things I'm the most grateful for.
Do you have a dialogue? I'm not sure how old they are. Do you have a dialogue with them about whatever they might be feeling or however they might have been affected? So
yes, we talk a lot. Basically, addiction, bipolar disorder, mental illness, any of that stuff is an open book. They can come to me anytime with any questions. They also participate in a program here in Austin called Wonders and Worries. That's a free program to help children cope with a serious illness that a parent may be struggling with. And that has helped them a lot because there are things that they haven't in the past felt safe talking to me about. Mm-hmm. And so they've addressed that in Wonders and Worries, and then they come home and then we talk about it.
That sounds great. Tish, if people want to learn more about Recovery International, where do they go for more information?
You can go to our website. There's actually two. The easiest one to remember is recoveryinternational.org or abrahamloweselfhelpsystems.com.
Does that take you to the same place?
Mm-hmm. They take you to the same place. Here in Austin, we have several meetings. The one I attend is on Thursday nights at St. Catherine of Siena Church, and we start at 7.
Okay. Is that in Austin?
Yeah, it's in Austin. It's over off of William Canham, over just down past Bannockbourne Baptist Church.
Okay. All right. Tish, that's all the time that we have. Thank you so much for coming on Interviews, and congratulations with all that you've done. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
That was Tish Mata. Thank you to Lisa Sheps for engineering the show and Tyler Coe for videotaping. To stay up to date with Interviews, become a fan on Facebook at facebook.com/interviewslive. That's INNER Views Live. To hear past shows, please go to interviewslive.com. Thanks for listening to the show today, and we'll see you next week.